Welcome back to another episode of Formcast. Happy New Year. I think my voice just disappeared as soon as I said Happy New Year. Welcome in. Thank you so much for listening. This one is a bit of kind of like I don't want to say downer episode, but supposed to be happy, supposed to be full of life. January 1st, I'm recording this. You'll hear this on the 3rd of January, but I'm recording this on a day where it's 2024. It's a new year. I'm not looking to make a brand new me. I'm just trying to look to continue growing in this coming year. Both. I can't speak. Nothing new. Both professionally and personally. I think it's a tough time of year for a lot of people, and I think I downplay how tough it is for me. Today is the day I lost my grandpa, just a handful of years ago, and the years have gone by quickly. So it doesn't feel like it was back 2021, 3 years ago. It feels like it was maybe at 1 year. Looking back at the year, I don't look at it too closely. Mistakes were made, growth was made, successes were had, positive growth, new friends were made, professional and personal goals were achieved. But this day is always going to be a shadow hanging over me. And I know that's not what necessarily anybody who passes might want for their family members, but it's just the way I feel. And I think my podcast is probably one of the safest spots for me to kind of express that without having to deal with any immediate comments, say during a live stream or any thing on social media posts or anybody here IRL saying, oh, don't worry. And, he'd want you to be happy, et cetera, et cetera. I think it's my safe spot where I can just say it and have no response, which is kind of what I'm looking for, just to let things out. Now, that being said, it is a new year and you always want the best for yourself, I think, and the best for others. And I'm not sure what that looks like this year. Some people ask you, like, what are you looking forward to most? What is your main goal? Some people do the whole New Year's resolution and stuff. And I think for a handful of years, I haven't really celebrated the new year as a start over, as a fresh page, as a new page or a new chapter or anything like that. It's just another day to me. And it sounds pretty Scroogey of me, pretty like kind of like blah of me to say it that way, but it is what it is. And I think as much as I'd like to not be in that type of mindset on the first day of a new year, I also think that it doesn't matter that it's January 1st. I often quote Dwayne Johnson's quote of it's either day one or one day. And that goes with any goals you might want to achieve. That goes with any changes you might want to make for yourself, changes you want to make in your work, relationships, finances, family, friends, et cetera, et cetera. So just because it's January 1st does not mean all of a sudden I'm going to start trying more. I have been trying, and I am trying, and I will always continue to try. Are there things that I hope I get done this year? Of course, traveling more, which that's going to be achieved. Bought some tickets to go on a trip late winter in March, and that will come as my first trip since COVID, since I even before starting stream. So it'll be different for me being away from the setup and being away from the schedule, the routine, the habits, and hopefully everything working out well enough to go live a couple times at least to show face, but also just to try and relax and escape for a little bit outside of my own town and outside of our usual activities we might have. With that being said, 2024, like I said, for me starts with a bit of a shadow over me. My grandpa was very, very close to me. I spent a lot of time taking care of him, but more so my entire childhood, my entire adulthood. I was the closest grandchild to them. Everyone else lives out of town. From hockey games to lunch visits to trips to cottage time to absolutely anything and everything. So the holiday season um, hits even harder because traditions change, because people get older and they get sick, and they eventually do pass, and things change. Um, I know he'd want me to be happy, and I know he'd want me to be doing things that make me happy, and sharing this does, in a way, make me happy. It allows me to release and allows me to share with whoever might be listening. This past holiday season, a lot of community members also had a very different holiday, with some losing fathers, losing stepfathers, losing cousins, losing family members, friends, losing jobs, gaining things, losing this, gaining there, losing over there. So a lot of people went through a lot of different changes this past year, I think. And I think that's every year, where we all go through changes and all go through some different type of um, modification in life, whatever that may be. Positive, both positive and negative, of course. I think there's always a positive in the negative changes. I think you can always find that somewhere, um, within the shadows, within the darkness. There's always something to pull out of there that's half decent, and that's what we try and focus on, of course. Now, 2024, I hope, brings a lot of just kind of rest, for many, and myself included. Uh, Rest and relaxation and internal growth and internal awareness, and achievement. So I'm hoping the same for you. I really don't have much else to say on that note today. Um, I hope you brought in the new year with a bang, and whether that's gaming with your friends, sitting at home alone, enjoying what you enjoy most, partying, drinking, not drinking, whatever you're doing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's going to be a great first day, great first couple days by the time you guys listen to this, and a great first month, and a great year all around. Nothing changes here. We just keep pushing. So on that note, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Here's to another great year. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.